I'm Tom Reddington, and this is Justin Rackley.
We're gonna win today because we got the last hand warmers from the store, baby.
Oh, gonna need them too.
We're gonna need them today. Let's go fishing.
Now, the way I see it, Randy, is, you know, we didn't have a great practice yesterday, but as it goes, a lot of times you don't have a good practice and do well when it really counts and vice versa. So just go fish slow and fish hard and see what happens.
We're gonna beat these guys because I'm fishing with the hammer. He knows Lake Falcon like the back of his hand, and these guys are in trouble.
We're gonna win the big bass battle today because no matter what the conditions, no matter what the lake, we're in the business of the big bass, and it's the big bass battle, battle wars, us and the bass.
All right, it's the Big Bass Battle, and today it's truly a Big Bass Battle coming to you from world-famous Falcon Lake, home of monster bass, record catches, a little bit of a record weather condition too. North wind's blowing at 30, record lows. Think you guys are up to the challenge?
You know,
ready.
I think we are. Here's my only concern, and I'm gonna be just quite frank with you. I'm a former United States Marine, okay? And
that's the problem.
And we can handle it. My only issue here is the Army girls. With the temperatures as low as it is, are you guys even going to be able to get out there today?
We're probably going to have to take all these clothes off. We're so tough.
We wore this so you guys wouldn't feel bad.
I got you. We'll see.
But we'll see come weigh in.
Time to put up or shut up. We always start off the competition with a little skills competition here. Gonna have a pitching contest. Closest to the target gets to go out first. Last place has to wait 10 minutes, so we'll already be to your hole and have a 10-pounder. So here we go, Big Bass Battle from Falcon. A little flipping contest. Closest to the buoy, one man per team. I'm gonna be the judge and jury here. Maybe a little partial, but
yeah.
Let's go ahead.
That's what I get for popping off.
Oh,
go ahead and catch that buoy. It might be the best weight you catch all day.
14 inches on that one. Oh, I got 13 inches on that one. Get closer. Rick, what do you got?
13 inches? And
13 inches. We got time here.
Man.
Justin, up to you here. Happy bullseye right
I don't get messed up, man.
Ronnie, you, Jason, we'll see you at the spot about an hour from now.
Oh, no way! No way! No! We're cutting them off!
I knew I should have done the flipping contest.
We just got whole jack.
We're fixing to see the Big Bass Battle right here.
We're pulling right up in there, buddy. This ain't no tournament. We're pulling up to our starting spot, and it looks like one of them Army bass girls.
Oh, no, they're not on our stuff. No, that's not them.
No, it's not. Cancel that. We're going to start a Big Bass Battle and a big battle.
All right, we just made a real long run from the ramp down to the south end of the lake. We know a real good spot down here. Really what the reports are, the fishing, this is not typically a flip and bite this time of year. Rocks, fish are holding on rocks. So we got a hump that's comes up to about 12 feet of water, up from about 30 feet. And we're just planning on dragging Carolina rigs and jigs across that hump.
It's always great to be out here on Lake Falcon, especially fishing with my buddy Chad. Him and I were in Iraq together for a year, where all we could do was talk about stuff like this, and now we're out here doing it. So it's, you know, it's awesome and very excited.
Got it.
Any size?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a Falcon Lake giant, but the net's in that box. You're just got to lip her. Oh, don't get off. You ready? No. Yeah, it's not a Falcon Lake giant, buddy, but it's a start.
Yeah, we got to put them in the box for sure.
Yeah. Here's what I caught that last fish on. It's a 1 ounce football jig, and what I've done is I've taken a Lake Fork flipper. This is the Magic Cross Swirl Color is what this is. And what I do is split the tails. This flipper is designed with rudders on it. So you can kind of see those rudders right there. So when it comes through the water, those rudders force the tails open, which makes it look even more like a crawfish. And we're just throwing it out there and we're just dragging it, and that fish picked it up. And we got her in the box.
Look at the size of that crappie.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Falcon has got it all, man.
The Big Bass Battle is brought to you by B&M Poles. Wherever fishing takes you, B&M has been there. By Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Log on to safebait.org. By Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. By Mossback Fish Attractor. No matter how you stack them, we attract them. By the Russellville, Arkansas Tourism and Visitor Center, the home of Lake Dardanelle. And by Kanan Polarized Sunglasses. Evolve.
Winds, cold, just kind of miserable, really. So if the fish are feeling anything like we're feeling, we're all having a bad day.
There he is.
There we go. Good fish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, I don't even know if that's, are we on Falcon right now?
That's a big swim bait you're using there, Justin. What type of swim bait is that? A baby bass swim bait?
We'll use him as a spinnerbait trailer.
There you go.
How about that? You see that? He bit me on the way back. Oh.
There you go. Better one?
It was a little better, Tom.
Oh!
No!
Man down.
Fisherman down. That was a good one. There he is.
Good. Ah.
A little one.
Goober.
They all fight so hard, though.
Box him to box one.
This is embarrassing. We're gonna put him in the box.
One thing you guys got to understand, Ronnie's got a torn rotator cuff. He's fishing injured here. Okay?
I really do. I gotta have surgery on my left shoulder, so I'm broke.
So I'm kind of at a disadvantage here because he's handicapped today.
And I'm at a disadvantage because he don't know nothing about bass fishing.
I hope that laugh doesn't make the show. That's terrible.
Yeah. You ever continue later, you're like, then you're like, what did I just do?
We got a good fish.
Nice fish, brother.
Boy, he played that for a long time before he took it.
Oh, he's cold. Bring him up here.
He's cold. He hasn't figured out he's caught yet, so get ready.
You got a net in here?
Yeah,
Hold
it's
on.
in.
Oh. Bring him here. Oh, no. Let him go down. Oh.
Good job, brother.
Touchdown, brother.
That water temperature's warmer than the air, isn't it? That should have felt good to you.
There you go. I'd say he's about 4.5, 5 pounds. So cold, I can't. Got no strength.
Dexterity. I'm gonna guess 4.5.
4.21.
Get it, son. Fish on, but he ain't very big. He's a little one again. We're catching bait.
Fish on.
Yeah, about time.
It's a little one.
Well, I know. I couldn't catch that little one.
Well, that kind of generally sums up our day. Come to Lake Falcon, expecting to catch a boatload of 6 and 7 pounds, and you know, we caught 2 about that size and 1 4-pounder, so just kind of sums up how difficult it is to fish in conditions like this and how hard it is to read what the fish are supposed to be doing versus what they're really doing.
You know, we've got a stiff north wind here. It's about 20 miles an hour, and we're having to, you know, really face the wind, keep the boat in right position so we can hit our spot. And one thing that'll help you really, you know, make better casts, I think, is to kind of keep the bait lower to the water. So a good sidearm cast will really kind of help keep the bait from hanging up in the wind. Also, a lot of our reels today have centrifugal brakes, magnets, that type of thing. It's better to adjust your reel with the brakes here than it is to adjust it with a spool tension knob. So that's a couple things that'll kind of help you hit your spot out there when you have to.
There he is.
are a little further out here.
Oh, my arm.
Man, they're all just the same size.
I'll let him eat a little bit better. So here. Think he likes that jig with that flipper? As you can see, they're really chomping on this deal, and if we can get around some big fish, we're gonna catch some giants on this deal. So after these messages, we'll be right back.
The Big Bass Battle is brought to you by TackleCenter.com, by the Big Green Egg, and by Lake Fork Trophy Lures, lures with an attitude.
Here's fish right here. Oh man, that's just like yesterday. He thumped the snot out of it, he wasn't there.
He don't know what a fish feels like.
Good boy. Good, Rick? Yeah, it's a good fish. Keep coming up. Coming up. Good fish, Rick. Go back in there, Charlie. Good job, Rick. Good job. All right, we're gonna put that in the box, boys. She choked on the Lake Fork Hyper Stick Carolina rig with 3-foot leader. We'll keep dragging on them here. It's tough conditions. Fish are here. You just gotta keep pounding on them. South Texas usually don't have weather this cold.
Head, big head
Big
fish.
head. These things look really ugly, but I want to show you something. Look at that craw tube back there. I like the craw tube. A lot of times these wide gap hooks, they're harder to get a good hook set with because they can dig into the bait. They can not get a good hook set into the fish because the hook tip is pointing down. And what I'll do is I'll take a pair of pliers, grab it about right here, and I'll bend the hook up until it's even with the bait, then it lays flat. And actually just a little bit pointing up. And when you set the hook, instead of going into the bait, it's going to come out into the fish's mouth. And you can also take it and bend it a little bit to the side, and it'll turn a little bit in the fish's mouth, and you can catch a lot more fish that way. Here it is.
Yes, sir. I switched to that jig because I was flipping that worm and I couldn't feel the bottom. I couldn't get that good bottom contact, so I switched over to the jig just so I could have better feel. And about the third cast at that tree, I made a repetitive cast at that one little tree and finally hit it.
Whip that, bud. Hit the net. No, he's not gonna help us. Never mind, he's not gonna help us. Well, he pulled there for a second. Whip that, boy! Huh? You're talking a little too much noise. Did you eat that jig? Woo-hoo. Gotta love it, baby. Falcon Lake, cold front conditions, we're battling.
There we go.
Got him, Tom?
Yep. Got a big one. I think what they call these is caliente. That's Spanish for hot. Man, these falcon fish are hot to trot. They're just crazy.
Yeah, you never know if it's going to be a 10-pounder or a 2-pounder when they start fighting.
Another one. There we go.
Good?
A little better. Not very big.
Net?
Nope. Back-to-back cast. It's amazing how you go for a while, you're not catching them, and then all of a sudden you get lined up right, start getting them. The old craw tube. Start catching them on the craw tube here, and this bait is kind of an unheralded bait, but it's really a secret weapon of so many of the pros. Kelly Jordan himself has caught won over $500,000 on this bait, punching and flipping it. It combines really two of the best flipping baits out there. Craw baits or creature baits with these claws, and then the tube. The flipping tube is just a great finesse flipping bait. A hollow body, but you can see here just in the wind how those craws are moving back and forth. Under the water it's doing the same thing. It's kind of a small profile, so it's even when the bite's tough like today, they're gonna bite it. But if you're looking for big fish, it still moves enough water with the ripples in the ribs in it, and then those big claws. So anytime you're flipping, fishing deep water Texas rigging, the craw tube is really a money bait for big fish.
Come on, Big Sally! It's my best singing voice. Sometimes you get
Cold. Slow bite, but fighting through it, aren't we?
we're tougher than the weather.
Good. Yeah. Biggin. Biggin, Charlie. Come on, cuz. Get under. Woo! Get in the boat. All right.
Thank the Lord.
Man, we needed that. Did you see her take off with that bait? Woo, boys, that Lake Fork tube crawl just got us a dandy. Boy, I've been working so hard I didn't know if I had her or not. She took off across that creek, man, running 90. Had this big 7'6" bucket flipping stick. Could put it on her, boys.
There he is. He come back and got it. Buddy, that's a head shaker.
That's a good.
Well, he ain't that big.
He's gonna help us.
Here he comes, Ray.
That'll help, buddy. Good job. That'll help. That's more what Falcon Lake's all about right there. Right there on that Santone jig. Woo! Lake Fork Trophy lures, flipper on the back.
It's happening. Big head. That's old big head.
We're gonna trade this for this. Not a bad trade.
Fish on. You think, son?
Big fish.
Stay with him, Charlie.
Big fish.
Stay with him, Charlie. A hog, son. Stay with him, Charlie. It's a big
Old
one,
hyper stick.
bro. It's a big one, dude. In the boat.
Hyper stick.
Give me some.
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo! Now we got something to show them boys. We got two of them about the same size.
That'll work.
All right, brother. We're coming back in the last quarter, son. Get down with it. Put it back in there. What old jarhead's doing now?
Not exactly sunny South Texas, was it?
No, you know, I expected to wear flip-flops and wear shorts down here, and it just wasn't the case, was it?
Yeah, but the neat thing was, you saw what we caught today. We had to hustle. We really had to buckle down. We couldn't get out with that 30-mile-an-hour wind, fish some of that deep stuff, but slowed down, drug the baits, fished some vertical drops around rock, and we're still able to catch quite a few fish and a few decent ones too.
Yeah, it actually felt like a tournament day.
Yeah, had to
It
grind
really
for
did.
it.
Had to grind for it, but the great thing is you can still catch a lunker down here.
All right, guys, world famous Falcon. A lot of big fish out here, but man, 30, 40 degrees all day, 30-mile-an-hour north wind.
Brutal conditions. Brutal.
Let's see what we got. Chad, you want to start us off?
Well, we'll start them off, but since there are scales, we get an extra half a pound.
All right.
Pretty Falcon fish nonetheless. $5.62.
All right. Okay.
The big win, you guys ran all the way down to the dam too, so you definitely won the prize for
Yeah,
most courageous.
I don't know if we proved we were the toughest or the dumbest. I'm not sure, but
Woo, nice one, boys.
Long.
How we do?
606.
606. Good bass, guys.
you know, if it took him that long, he was making those numbers up.
He was trying to add, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
That's an Aggie education right there, buddy.
He was doing a little math.
I don't want to hear any Aggie jokes from y'all.
Charlie Hodgson, the Falcon Hammer. Rick Carter, the Falcon Bull Rider. Hold her up and
We
say
did.
yeehaw, Rick.
We didn't catch a lot of fish, but we caught some good ones.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Nice
See
fish.
what this one's gonna do. This fish here weighs 747.
That's gonna be tough to beat right there. Pretty tough.
You know, the thing about Falcon is you just can't go anywhere in the country in these conditions and catch that size fish. I mean, it's unbelievable. We'll show you our first good fish.
That fish got about an 8-pound head and a 6-pound body.
Call it, brother.
691,
Oh.
691.
Good fish.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you guys. You the champs today.
Charlie, put it on,
Who
son.
caught that fish?
I caught it.
You caught it. I don't believe it.
Yes, sir.
All right, cold day, tough conditions, but as you saw, a great lake, bunch of good fishermen, had a blast doing it, and brought some really big fish in, some ones that, huge frames too, so nice job, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Another great day on the water, Lake Falcon.
Used a Lake Fork craw tube and the bull brim, and it was trailing a 1-ounce jig. We also inserted a big rattle inside.